Hi, and welcome back to Wisdom from the Angels. My name is Carolyn, and I'd like to welcome you to a special Mother's Day reading. Welcome, 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 welcome. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell next to it so that you get email notifications of new videos when they're uploaded, and I upload all the time. And if you're returning, thank you for coming back. I so appreciate you. I appreciate the likes, the comments. I appreciate it all. So thanks for coming by, and don't forget to share this. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up at the end, and because that helps me with YouTube. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by, and I'm so grateful and thankful to each and every one of you. And I hope that everyone is healthy and safe. Okay? So, as I said, this is a special reading for Mother's Day. All right? We're going to go ahead and call in the angels. Going to do a heart link to join our energy with the angels. Don't forget middle finger and thumb. And there's a video I've done on it, so you can check that out. Angels. Where is my crystal? Before we get started, where is my crystal? Oh, okay. I'm being guided to use 3, okay? I'm being guided to use the Celestine, which is the angel crystal, as well as a rose quartz and an amethyst. And I have these on my desk. I have these beautiful little, they're really candle holders, but I put my little spheres in the back. Anyways, these circles of crystals. And they represent my 2 grandchildren, Gray and Alex. Anyway, yeah. Okay, so this is a special Mother's Day reading. Angels, please accept my HeartLink invitation and join your energy with mine. Please guide us, surround us, and bring in the highest good and highest healing for all. Bring in all of the ancestors' energies, and we thank them, and we are so grateful for each and every one of them. Bring in all of the people who watched over us, took care of us. We are so grateful and thankful to them. Bring in all of the beings throughout all space, galaxies, and time that loved us, watched over us, took care of us, and surrounded us. Thank you, angels. Thank you to the Ascended Masters who watch over us. Thank you to the Archangels who watch over us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Mother Earth. Without you, we would not be here. So thank you for all you provide. Thank you, Father Sky, for making certain that we are contained in this loving, beautiful universe. Thank you for all our many blessings. Thank you, 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 and thank you to each and every one of you out there. Thank you to all the women who have shown up in lives and been amazing mothers, even though you may not think you've done a good job. We don't always get it right. We don't. But thank you. Pat yourself on the back. Thank you to all those aunts who showed up. Thank you to all the aunties. Thank you to all the grandmothers. Thank you to all the uncles who showed up and were like mothers. Thank you to all the grandparents and grandfathers. Thank you to all the people who just surrounded us and loved us and took care of us and watched over us. Thank you to all those neighbors. Thank you to all of the people who were strangers, but who were kind to us. I think this is a perfect time to thank each and every one of them, because without them, we wouldn't be who we are, and for many of us, we wouldn't be here. In my own life, I can share with each of you. I had a mother, but I didn't know her. My mom chose her career. My parents got divorced when I was 3 years old. I think my father was looking for a traditional wife in the 50s. My mother was anything but. She was a career woman. She had been teaching for a number of years before they met, and she wasn't ready to walk away from her career and be at home. I did not learn about the word mother until I was a few years later. And I remember being at a play date and someone said, "Mom, Mom, Mom." And I remember I said I didn't know the lady's name or what to call her. And since they called her Mom, I thought I'll call her Mom. And I said, "Mom, where's the restroom? May I go?" And all conversation stopped and she started to cry. And one of the younger children said, "She's not your mother. We don't know where your mother is, but she is not yours." And I remember thinking, and all the other kids were like, "Don't say that to her." And but I remember thinking, what's a mother? What is a mother? I'm going to find out when I get home. I'll ask my dad. And I remember asking my dad when I got home, and I remember he started crying, and I thought, oh, did I ask another question I wasn't supposed to ask? And he said, "Yes, you have a mom. She doesn't live with us like most moms do. Would you like to meet?" And I said, "Well, can I meet her?" And he said, "Yes." I said, "Sure. When can we go?" And he said, "Well, let me get in touch with her," because she didn't live where we lived. We lived outside of Detroit, Michigan. She lived in Buffalo, which is in upstate New York. And so a visit was arranged, and I went to visit my mother, and I was like, "Okay, Dad, ready to go." And he was like, "We just got here." And that was a long drive. And they talked for a little while, and I was like, "Okay, well, I'm ready to go." And part of it was, and I grew up without a mom, but other women fulfill that role. And so as I grew up, I also got curious about what was a mother, what were mothers' duties, and I watched other women, and I thought, if I were their child, what would I have wanted? And I watched, and I saw who I thought were very loving and kind and compassionate and really had their kids' backs. And I watched other mothers, and I thought, interesting how diverse mothers can be. And sometimes the mothers that showed up were not always female. And I thought, or their motherly love was not always from a female. But they were kind and they were generous. And my dad had passed, and so no one, of course, could top my dad. That was my dad, and he was my buddy, and he passed when I was around 7.5. So for me, both my parents were gone before I was 8 years old. So what did I rely on? I relied on the adults around me who were kind and loving. I relied on the angels who have been with me since I was a young girl. They've been with me since I drew my first breath, as they've been with you. I was just aware of them probably earlier on because I needed to have a group around me that I felt was kind and loving, even at times when things were not kind and loving in my life. So that's just a little tidbit about me. But today we're going to take our reading from, and I was guided to pull out Mother Mary. Jesus' mother. This oracle is around her. And it's Elena Fairchild's deck. So you know that those readings can be a little long, 3 or 4 pages. And so we're going to take from them what comes up today. But this is for all the people out there who have had beautiful, beautiful experiences being moms, sharing moms, mom wisdom, mother wisdom, and being able to just really show up. Yes, I am a mother to 2. Marcus is 44. Yeah, I had him when I was 2. And Lauren is 36 this year. And I'm a grandmother. I have one grandson who is 3. He just turned 3 on this past Monday, May 3rd. And I have a granddaughter who's 1 year old. And so, and my sister, and I'm an auntie and an aunt. And so, to everyone out there, though, I just really want you to have a wonderful, happy, happy, happy Mother's Day. Um, like I said, they don't come with manuals, and so sometimes we don't always get it right. But we do our best, and at times we may not do the best of jobs, and there are times where we may not feel we did the best of jobs. Forgive yourself, do better, and go on. Okay? All right. So, I want all of you to get ready for this reading today and see what is coming through. Remember, this is wisdom from the angels, and we're going to get into a Mother Mary reading. Okay? Okay, so Carolyn, you're going to shuffle the deck. Make sure all the cards go in the same direction. Okay. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Okay. All right. This is just one card. Ah, beautiful. So the card that came out is number 41. Our Lady of Sweet Rest. She's so beautiful. And there's a little bird. Where is my wand? Down here in the corner on this card, we have 3 little eggs with a birdie. And she's watching over her nest. And that's it. Is it 4 eggs? It looks like 4 eggs. 3 on top, 1 on the bottom. And she's watching over her nest, just like mothers tend to do. Or some mothers. I mean, there are all kinds of mothers. And there are all kind of relationships with mothers. And they can be very loving and very kind and very close, and they can be very complicated. But give yourself a pat on the back, irregardless of how you may define the relationship. I believe that at each moment we are doing the best we can, even when we may be not in the best of moods, okay? So just forgive yourself for those times and do your best. But anyway, back to the reading. Our Lady of Sweet Rest. Card number 41. Remember numerology, 4 plus 1 equals 5. 5 is all about changing and shifting and growing and allowing in the new. And 5 is also what 2021 adds up to. So this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful year for us to really allow in the change that is so pushing to come in. And it's going to come in whether we allow it or not. And the reading for today, as I said, is the number 41, Our Lady of Sweet Rest. And I'm going to read from the book. And this is such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful message. I know how hard you have been trying, how much work and effort you have been summoning. Even if you judge yourself for not having done enough, I see how much struggle you have been enduring, how much you've been trying to overcome. You will succeed. You are capable. But even the earth requires retreat and rest in order to replenish and continue in time. For now, beloved, it is rest time. Be with me. Suspend your activity and your judgment and let go. Solutions may come to you too in this time, but it's time to simply be. Come, let us rest together in the sweetness of divine love. This world, is one that requires balance. While many of us know intuitively to live, it is another thing altogether. Many of us have been taught and still believe that effort and striving are the most valuable behaviors, and that if we're not yet successful, we're not trying hard enough. The Divine Mother appreciates hard work, especially on those things that have meaning to you, that fill you with passion, even as they perhaps sometime demand everything from you. But while she loves that you will not hold yourself back from the task at hand, she also knows that in this world there are seasons of rest and seasons of activity, and this is the natural law of the earth. It is time that we cannot only, it is in this time that we cannot only replenish ourselves, but stop thinking about our problems for a while. to perhaps gain a different perspective and give life a chance to continue. It is also in rest that we can also allow the Divine Mother to help us. In rest, we can become more receptive. We need to be open in order for her wisdom and light to permeate our body and our mind, to infuse within us her guidance so that we can feel it and know it. It is hard to be open if you are huddled in an exhausted ball on the floor. Or perhaps you are not affected by stress, but have sometimes not so useful trait of being able to simply and continuously just carry on. If you have a tendency to just keep on going and unless an injury or accident or illness slows you down, then the message of Our Lady is it's time for you to stop for a while and become that. You may feel that you're on a roll, that you have momentum, and you don't want to stop. And that's okay. You don't have to. You have a choice. However, you're being given guidance here that you will not undo any good by taking a rest. Good rest brings energy and helps us to avoid pursuing a path that would perhaps not lead anywhere. The Lady of Sweet Rest comes to us when we will gain through stepping back, pausing, and just letting life go, move on around us as we slow down for a moment or two. She comes to confirm to us that rest will help our body, mind, and soul. The rest can be in whatever form that works for us. And if you're not sure what works for you, perhaps start with some time in nature or a nap. Know that you deserve it. If you've been praying